Vintage Fan Collector 1939. Here we have some vintage fans running out in the shop where I work on my vintage fans sometimes. I haven't done a video on working on fans in here, but I will do that at some point. Anyway, this is a vintage EnviroTemp 16-inch oscillating table fan. I don't know what the model number is on it. I'll have to look at that. But for right now, it's just running. This is a vintage Emerson, a 1958 Emerson 77646 SL 12-inch oscillating table fan that needs work, but I'm not going to use it on oscillation. It needs some work. For right now, it'll be just fine. I guess you could say, here's one of my favorite fans in the collection, which I hadn't shown on video yet. This is a vintage 1988 Hunter. What's the model? 22447. If anybody can tell me the model name of this particular fan, please let me know in the comments. As you can see there, obviously says Hunter. Do those boxes have any info on them? No, they don't. That's good. This is the air conditioner in here. It's a Innovair mini split system. Here is that Max Air 24-inch drum fan that I've made a couple of videos on. It's running right now. I have it running right now because there is a puddle of water on the floor. Lovely. Look at that. We got done mowing the yard and water is dripping off the mower, so that's all over the floor. This is a vintage Hampton Bay high velocity air circulator fan. I tried to do some videos on cleaning and servicing this one, but all of them never turned out good. I don't know why. But here's this fan, and as you can see, it's blowing the tripod. Kind of see the camera going back and forth. This here is a Eskimo Cobweb Guard 12-inch oscillating table fan. It used to oscillate, but as y'all fan collectors know, these fans are known for having broken oscillator gearboxes. This has a long spin down, so that's because I oiled it when I got it. The fan was locked up, or it was stiff when I got it. As you see it now, it spins for a really long time now. I have a Mastercraft over here, which I'll make a video on that thing at some point. This right here is a General Electric Quiet Blade 10-inch oscillating table fan, or pedestal fan, sorry. 10-inch oscillating pedestal fan. You can tell it's a quiet blade because look at these blades. And it's quiet. I had to replace the gearbox on this because that was destroyed. I know one of the fan collectors has an 8-inch version of this, and they had to replace the gearbox on theirs because it was destroyed. Here's a GE 10-inch Vortex oscillating table fan that is in pieces and totaled because it's a little bit bent right there, and you can't bend that out. This is a parts fan. I mean, it turns, it's just missing parts. But still. Here is a 10-inch. No. I think this is a 7-inch Blizzard 2-speed oscillating table fan. It oscillates good. I know I'm going to get all the mess of wires all cleaned up at some point. This wiring job right here, this goes to the Mastercraft. This fan was originally a plug-in only style, and the wire on here is where the plug was. It was all cracked up, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to put me a switch on here, so that's what I did. This cord actually came off of the vintage 8-inch Zero fan that I restored. As y'all know, I painted that fan green, hunter green, dark hunter green. Yeah. Here's a Mainstays 9-inch oscillating table fan. What? 9-inch high velocity fan. What is wrong with me today? This is a 9-inch high velocity fan. I put a GE emblem on it, obviously, because y'all know I like GE. This one's obviously a cheap fan. I've got 3 of them in here. 3 more of them. There they all are. All 3 of them. These are all the same model. Mainstays 9-inch high velocity floor fans. I used to have chickens, and that's what I use these fans for. And when I got rid of my chickens, I just cleaned these fans up and added them to the collection. Those 3 Mainstays high velocity fans I just showed you, they still run great after all these years. And they're just great. Here's the water spill right there. Anyway, like, share, comment, and subscribe to Vintage Fan Collector 1939. Bye.